Hi, everybody. John Harris here with you from the cheap seats here from Public John Studios. Billy is unavailable this evening. He did send me his picks as we film this Saturday evening. I'm going to let you know about our sponsors first. Uh, First, Vineland Realty Corporation, 634 East Landis Avenue in Vineland, New Jersey. For all of your residential or business property needs, get a hold of Dennis and the crew at Vineland Realty Corporation. Their phone number 856-690-9482. And if you want to go somewhere and have some great food in Northeast Kansas, you can go to Schatzi Schnitzel House, 121 South Broadway, Riley, Kansas, and see what their catering prices are. They also open the catering hall once a month in Riley, Kansas, and are available for other private catering events if you need them. And they're at 785-473-3355. We thank both of those folks for companies for helping us out and sponsoring us here from the cheap seats. Uh, we're going to get through these here for you so that you can make your plans for this weekend for Sunday's games. We already started Thursday night, of course. Bill won across the board, picking New England to win and to cover. And also, he won the over, which was 43.5. So Bill won across the board. I won with the game, but lost. I thought the Jets would play closer, and I thought it would be under. So Bill got me on two of those. No, actually, Bill lost. I apologize. Bill lost on the over/under, and I won because it was under. So we'll change that right now for you guys, so you know, and we'll go from there. So, uh, but last week Bill was 10-4 in games. I was 8-6, so Bill got me there. Against the odds, against the spreads, Bill was 9-5. He had a good week. I was 7-7, so Bill got me by 2 games there. And on the over/under, Bill was 10-4. Great week for you, Bill. And I was 4-10, so that really stunk up the joint. Not a good week for me. That brings our season totals. Bill is at 68.2% against just picking games, 54.7% against the odds, and 54% even on the over/under. Meanwhile, I'm at 67.6%, so Bill's got me by a hair on picking games straight up. I'm at 59.9% on odds, so I've got Bill by a little bit there, and I've got Bill a little bit by over/under as well at 58.1%. So now let's go through our picks for the week. We already talked about the New England and Jets game. Washington's picked by 2.5 over Miami. Bill is taking Washington to cover. The over/under is 47.5. Bill is taking the over. I'm sorry, Bill's taking the under. I'm thinking Miami might win this, so I'm taking Miami. That's the one game that's a difference. And I'm going with the under as well at 47.5. Um, Carolina goes to Atlanta. Both of us are taking Atlanta across the board and over the 41.5 points. It is a 3.5 point spread. We think Atlanta will win by more than 3.5. Minnesota is playing Chicago. For some reason, people were picking Chicago. I think Minnesota's going to win at home. So does Bill. We both think it'll be under 48.5 points. Green Bay and the Giants. We think it'll be under 41.5, but we think Green Bay, both of us, I think it's going to be over. Actually, Bill thinks it's going to be under the 41.5 over/under spread. Green Bay's picked by 7, and we both think Green Bay will win the game by more than 7. Houston is playing Tennessee. Uh, Unfortunately, Tennessee's just not very good. Houston's picked by 5.5. We both think they'll go over the 37.5 point over/under spread, and we also both think that Houston will win by more than 5.5. Chargers are playing in Jacksonville. The Chargers are favored by 3. Bill and I both think the Chargers will win and win by more than 3. Bill thinks it'll be over 43.5. I think it'll be under. Buffalo and Tampa Bay. This is one I couldn't believe. I thought one of us would be a little different here, but we're not. We both think it'll be over 46.5 points scored total. We're both picking Buffalo to win and to cover the 6 point spread. Not to cover the 6 point spread. We think Tampa Bay is going to win. So, excuse me, we're having technical problems tonight, but we're going to get through this for you. Just in case uh, it did not record the first couple of games, we did talk about New England and the Jets and how Billy and I finished there. Um, Billy's taking Washington over Miami, 2.5 points. He's taking Washington to cover. I'm taking Miami to win it. The 47.5 is the over under, and we both think it'll be over. Atlanta and Carolina, it's in Atlanta, and the Falcons are picked by 3.5. We both think that Atlanta will win and cover, and both think they'll go over the 41.5 point over under spread. Minnesota is hosting Chicago. For some reason, the Bears are picked by 2.5. We may check that later on for you. Um, Billy and I both are taking Minnesota anyway and taking them to cover. And we're both saying it's going to be under 48.5 points on the over-under spread. Green Bay is taking on the Giants. Green Bay is picked by 7. 41.5 points on the over-under. I think it's going to be over. Bill thinks it's going to be under, but we're both picking Green Bay to win and cover. Houston is playing Tennessee in Tennessee. It's a 37.5 point over under, so it's kind of light. We both think Houston will win. We both think it'll go over that. Houston is picked by 5.5. We think Houston will cover. The Chargers are taking on Jacksonville. Jacksonville started out okay, but they haven't done well lately. We both think the Chargers will win and cover the 3 point spread. It's 43.5 on the over under. Bill thinks it'll go over. I think it might stay under, but the Chargers will win. Um, Buffalo, Tampa Bay. Here's the weird one because without knowing it, we both picked it exactly the same. Bill picks Buffalo to win by more than 6, which is the spread. No, he doesn't. I apologize. We both picked the same way. Buffalo to win, Tampa Bay to cover the 6.5 point spread. We think it'll be a pretty close game. And we both think that it'll be over 46.5 points for the total. Seattle and the Rams, 48.5 points is the over under. We both think it'll be over. I think it's going to be a little bit of a shootout, and so does Bill. What's really kind of cool for us is he's taking the Rams to win in Seattle to cover the 3.5 point spread. I'm taking it in reverse. I think Seattle's going to win, but the Rams will cover the 3.5 points. They're picked. So it's a weird setup. It's kind of neat for both of us when we have that complete flip there. San Francisco is going to Arizona to play the Cardinals. Cardinals are still without Kyler Murray. And now they're without Harrison Jr., their best receiver. San Francisco's picked by 3.5. Bill and I both think they'll cover. Bill thinks they'll go over 48.5 points on this game. I think it'll be under 48.5 points total for this game. Baltimore is taking on Cleveland. Baltimore's picked by 7.5. Cleveland can't score. So we're both taking Baltimore, and we're taking over 38.5 points because we think that Baltimore's going to really run. I think they're going to run the score up, and I think Bill does too. Kansas City's playing Denver. The Chiefs are picked by 3.5. It's in Arrowhead. Oh, no, it's not. It's in Denver. I apologize. But Kansas City is picked, like I said, by 3.5. Bill thinks the Chiefs will win and cover. I think Chiefs will win, but Denver will cover the 3.5. I think it's going to be a very close game. Uh, Bill thinks it'll go uh, over 45 points. I think it'll go under. Sunday night football, the Philadelphia Eagles host the Detroit Lions, and Bill's picking Detroit to win by more than 2.5 and to go over the 46.5 point spread. I think the Eagles will win it and cover the spread and go over the 46.5 points, both teams combined for the game. And last but not least, Monday Night Football, or actually it might be least looking at the two teams in it. Dallas is playing Las Vegas. They're hosting them. Um, Dallas is picked by 3.5. Bill and I both think Dallas will win. They'll cover the 3.5, and that the game's going to go over 49.5 points on the over-under. So there you have the picks, and that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot of other sports news really going on at the moment. So nothing that you haven't heard of anyway. So we just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Tell you that we will talk to you next week um, from the cheap seats for Billy Smith, for Schatzi Schnitzel House, for Vineland Realty Corporation, and to all our friends working with us and helping us out. We're going to say thank you very much. Have a great week, everybody. We'll talk to you then.